they're ushering everybody off to the sidelines. Garrett doing the work over there, helping us out. We're actually, right before we just plugged back into their broadcast. Also on AM 1400 KITZ. Gets a replay at ISBSports.com and the video we're trying to keep up on on Saturday on YouTube. Just go to ISBN Sports YouTube page. Okay, so here we go. The 4th and 15 for Kingston. They'll get set to punt the football away. So Noah Walter back to do the punting duties. One man back for the Bremerton Knights. The high snap goes over his head, goes back to the 10-yard line, picks him up there, gets out to the 10, out to the 15, 20, and then run out of bounds there. And that's for the Knights will take over in great field position as the snap goes over the punter's head, and he had to go back all the way back near his own goal line to retrieve it. Then tried to scamper up to the far side of the field, up the sidelines, was cut off there. And the Bremerton Knights with a golden opportunity with 1:24 to go here in the first half, leading it already 37-0. The rain is coming down. It's coming down on the Kingston Buccaneers parade as well here in the first half.
And Kingston's going, who'll stop the rain?
They need Sam Byers to come back, old Kingston Buccaneers quarterback, and
maybe Jake Coletto.
Perhaps. So they're doing a big ceremony here before the game. Here's rolling to his left, and looking is Topango. Now he'll tuck the football down and slide at the 20-yard line.
A yard out of it, at least.
He's taking down a 9 for the Bremerton Knights with 1:14 to go here in the first half. Clock stopped momentarily. And is there another timeout? Or
no, referee timeout, but
it's kind of just standing there at the 20-yard line talking to each other. Just going, well, what are you doing after the game's over? He goes, well, they might go get dried off and go get something to eat. He goes, well, maybe I'll join you. You'd have the side judge out, though. Okay, so Topingo again, ball on the 20-yard line of the Kingston Buccaneers. Second down and 10 for the Knights. A high snap again, a handoff on the counter. Again, Aquino crosses this goes up to the near hash mark, breaks a tackle at the 10, squirts ahead to the 5, and drops down at the 3-yard line. Another big run for the Bremerton Knights. A 17-yard run that time by Aquino. And the Bremerton Knights are knocking on the door again here in the first half.
He already has 130 yards on 9 carries.
And
man's hard to bring down.
Timeout by the Kingston Buccaneers with a minute to go here in the first half. Well, you got him. I guess you might as well use him. Buccaneers will run off to the sidelines. Knights will run off on the sidelines. Are you writing the story for the paper anything tomorrow, George? Or?
No, just keeping everybody informed on Twitter.
Well, the Bremerton Knights got ready to punch the football in again late here in the first half.
That'll make it 43 at least and get the winning clock going for the second half.
Excuse me.
First and goal at the 3.
Water wouldn't go down the left side of my throat. So my goodness, 37-0. Knights on top. Remember when they built, there's a handoff left side.
Aquino.
In the end zone is Aquino. Did he get in? He did get in. 3-yard touchdown run again by Aquino. This is his third touchdown today, George, am I right? Second touchdown by Aquino. And that makes it 43-0 with 55.9 seconds to go here in the first half of action from Bremerton Memorial Stadium. And so the offensive coordinator who's up here, he just jet. He's going to go down and have a conversation in the locker room. at halftime and maybe see if they can scrape together and see what they can put together offensively in the second half.
Another kick, and it's up, and it's good. Yes, it is.
And it's 44-0 the Bremerton Knights. And the Knights will kick off. Kingston will have one more crack at things with 55.9 seconds to go here in the first half. See if they can't put a dent in that Knights lead. Next week scheduled is Bremerton at Olympic here on Friday Night Lights High School Football right here in Mega Talk Radio, KITZ AM 1400. Simulcast on KGTK 920 in Olympia and Q107, Q103.7 FM.
And that's at Integrity Stadium, I believe?
Q107.7 FM. All right.
And that's at Integrity Stadium at Olympic, or is it? What?
It will be at Integrity Stadium in Olympic. So here we go. Knights will kick off. Ball on the 40-yard line. Again, getting set to kick off is Josh. And he'll squib it across. Finally picked up at the 22-yard line. Then try to duck beneath the tackle. As everybody seemed to get right to the ball carrier. No, a yard or two pick up on the play. And that time, picking up the return kick, that time was Brooke Arman himself. And then with 52.4 seconds to go to see what they elect to do on offense here for the Kingston Buccaneers. We'll talk things over to the Buccaneers in the huddle, going, hey, come on, boys. Let's try to get some points and make this a respectable game here in the second half. It's a tough position to be in, the Kingston Buccaneers.
Just saw a halftime score come across Twitter. Central Kids have 21-7 over Capital down in Olympia.
Over the Bears down there.
Central Kids have Battle of the Cougars.
And a run down near side. Could you say they were playing Central Kids have?
Capital.
Okay, I was thinking of Olympia Bears, sorry.
Capital Cougars,
yeah.
Central Kids have Cougars.
It's a cat fight in Olympia. You know, I look at this way, you can make an hour and a half drive down there, so might as well win the game and come back after. It's a long drive. I remember going to Eatonville, playing up there when I was a kid with North Mason. That's a long drive. I used to live out there a few years ago. Well,
I used to think that
20 years ago.
I used to think that Port Townsend was a long drive. It only takes about 45 minutes if you know where to accelerate.
That was back in the mid-'90s. That was back in the mid-'90s when the Seahawks were blacked out. You could go drive 15 minutes, go to Eatonville and watch the game on television. It was outside the blackout zone. That's what last time they were blacked out. It was a handoff near side, and tries the right side of the Buccaneers offensive line, left side of the defensive line for the Bremerton Knights stood up there. And that will bring us to 0-0 here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. The Knights jump up quick, they jump up often, and they jump up early, and they're up here at halftime big. 44-0 over the Kingston Buccaneers. We'll be back with second half action. You're listening to Friday Night Lights High School Football on Mega Talk Radio, ISBN Sports, and your Bremerton Football Broadcasting Network. We'll be back with second half action in 20 minutes. We'll be back.